Hey guys, it's the Lotus here. This is going to be my first official Yu-Gi-Oh video, so I'm going to talk about, with all the anticipation for it, how to prep for Nationals 2011. And before you think I'm just some scrub that's hopping on the camera, I'll give you some brief history about me. I've successfully qualified for Nationals 3 times in a row, but I've just neglected to go either due to money or time management. But I play out here in Texas. I play with a lot of the pros, Billy Brake, Chris Bowling, Philly Luna, some of the big names out there that y'all would recognize. Ryan Spicer, he used to go to my school, by the way. Shout out to, I don't know his YouTube channel, but shout out to Ryan Spicer. I'll just jump right into it. The top decks of the format, you should know, and if you don't know these decks that I'm about to list, the top 5, then you probably shouldn't be going to Nationals. Any plant variant, and this is in no particular order, by the way, GKs, or Gravekeepers, 6 Samurai, X-Sabers, and Agents. X-Sabers is kind of iffy, as well as Agents, just because we don't have, for Agents, we don't have as much experience as with them as the Japanese do in the OCG. But I also want to list the top 3/4 side deck cards, which would be Puppet Plant, DD Crow, Chain Disappearance, and the 4th one, which is kind of a wild card, Cyber Dragon or Chimera Tech, just whichever your preference is. Some points I want to make about how to prepare for Nationals is to know your deck in and out, which is why I have established something called the 2-week clause, which is don't switch decks if the tournament you're about to perform in or participate in is within 2 weeks. Why? Because in my opinion it takes about that long to fully grasp how the deck works and all of the in and outs, the loops that you can do, how to capitalize on particular draw power, just whatever, how to special summon correctly. You can't master a deck if you don't spend time with it. And granted, Dueling Network does help, but I don't think that it's foolproof as far as the ratios that the kind of hands that you draw, or I just think that's something that you need to apply in real life. So get the cards and shuffle with them, because we all know that there's weighted differences in cards, and some people prefer having a hobby league over a common because it stacks itself. We know this. So spend time with your deck and know everything that you can do with your deck. The next thing is to know how to play your opponent's deck. Sorry, this is Mushu. As with the 5 decks that I've mentioned, there's obviously a lot more that you're going to encounter, but at least know the main ones that are going to help or that are going to hurt you, and know how to play them in and out. And I do recommend going on Dueling Network and at least trying to make the deck. If you can't even make the deck, then you know you have a problem right then and there. Know the cards that they can pull out their ass. Just anything that can cause you to lose that match. My third point, always ask what if. What if my opponent tops a Puppet Plant or a Monster Reborn? Have I committed to the field enough to where if they draw that 1-factor card, then I lose, or I'm at a serious disadvantage? Ask yourself these questions and then determine what kind of move you make. You don't ever want to take a step forward without knowing whether the step on the ladder is secure or not, right? So do the same way when you're dueling. Always ask what if. I've seen so many people commit to the field, like with Samurais. People are such noobs with Samurais. That's my deck, by the way. I've been playing Samurais since they first come out, and I haven't stopped since. I'm known for Samurais in my Destiny and Dragoon deck, if you care. But anyways, I've seen people go nuts with Samurai and think, oh, I gotta double Shin, I have this in the bag, and then they get first turn Black Rose because they committed to the field and didn't think about that one factor play that could cause them a game loss. So that brings me to my fourth point, which is make your side deck diverse. One of my former teammates, Michael Clazel, he kind of helped me get this idea together. When you first make your side deck, you want to scrap it. And you want to focus on what are my nightmare matchups? What can I not beat on that side deck? And you want to basically get the cards that are like a net. They cover that matchup, but they cover others as well. The more cards you have that are like a net, the more likely you're going to be able to side deck against multiple kind of decks, right? And it's common sense. And then go ahead and fill the gaps that are player preference. Like, okay, well, people side change its appearance. I want side bottomless trap hole. Just cards like that. And then, this is my opinion, but I think there should always be one or two random factors in your deck. And those random factors are what's going to get you the win. If your opponent doesn't see a card coming, or they can ask what if all day, but they don't know that you have Soul Release in your hand or something like that, then you're more likely to win the game than to have net decked an entire deck and then play it card for card, and they know every out that you have. That's not smart Yu-Gi-Oh, especially going to a higher scale, which is Nationals. And this brings me to another point, that there's not enough diversity in the game. There's diversity as far as the cards, but people as duelists are lazy, and they want the big names that are already established to make those big moves and then get their decks posted online, and then they say, oh, that deck is really cool, I want to play that. If you love Yu-Gi-Oh so much, why not just play what you like to play and make it better? See, I've been playing Samurai since they first come out, and it was a struggle at first. After the fact that Solemn Judgment got limited, it was kind of a struggle trying to play mainstream decks with 6 Samurais because everything was so fast, and I couldn't keep up with it, so I had to tweak it around. And because I loved the deck, I stayed with it, which is what I recommend other decks doing, or the other players doing. If you do that, then you know what you're gonna play, and your opponent doesn't know. I play a more control-based Sam deck because I think that people who run the Saki Samurai decks, they explode. It's kind of like masturbation. You explode one time and you gotta wait in order to get another load going. And I don't want to play like that. I want to be consistent. And I know that was kind of vulgar, but anyways, that's basically all I have to say about the issue. Stop net decking, please, and be more diverse. Know what you want to play, and if you're going to Nationals, you need to make that decision right now, okay? The 2 weeks clause. Nationals is in about 2 weeks, so go ahead and pick your deck. Stop being iffy and wishy-washy about it, and play it. Play it till your heart's content. And even after, that's my dog barking, and even after that, okay? But until then, please subscribe, rate, comment, subscribe, whatever, however you say that. And I want to give a shout out to Holy Cheetos. He's also another Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber. Subscribe to him as well. Lotus out, guys.